From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is a severe weather alert.
All right, folks, good afternoon to you. Ben Luna here with you once again from the Home Weather Center, where the National Weather Service in Huntsville has done just as exactly what I thought they would. They have issued brand new severe thunderstorm warnings for both Limestone and Madison counties. We'll go right into the area of most concern at this point. As originally told, when I mentioned before we took our break a few minutes ago that gut feeling was they would warn that in Limestone, and that's exactly what has happened. This new severe thunderstorm warning is in effect until 5:15. It is currently 4:42. Another storm that we mentioned a little bit ago that was on the east side of Montesano moving west. These are westward moving storms now entering into the Huntsville metropolitan area. Huntsville's that big now, by the way. Look how big the town is. So you do have extremely heavy rainfall coming across the mountain, really starting to amplify in South Huntsville down toward Lily Flag, and then up into the eastern side of town, and then right down Governor's Drive. So if you're heading toward the hospital or points over the mountain, either way, you've got a very, very massive shower to cross through. And then on the north side of Montesano as well, towards 72, and then from Alabama A&M out toward Maysville, Ryland in the mix as well. That's where you do have more heavy rain falling. That, of course, is accompanied by the potential for at least half-inch sized hail and some very, very frequent lightning. The lightning uptick has been pretty good here over the past few minutes, including a few cloud-to-ground strikes as well. We'll head back out toward Limestone County there at Sardis Springs and Piney Chapel. If you don't watch, I-65 from Thatch to Athens is going to be a river, which is very possible because of how that whole area is. So please be careful if you are traveling. I would honestly just park at Athens or Ardmore on either side of that storm and wait it out and not even attempt to go down that road. If you're 53 bound through Ardmore toward Tony and Harvest, you've got heavy rain and some frequent lightning to get through, especially Tony to Harvest. You can see that on radar there. And then that warning still continues for a portion of Lincoln County, the warned part. If that polygon was trimmed back, it would just be for what's over Mulberry. I do expect there to be flash flooding issues there because that storm has literally stayed almost stationary here over the past few minutes. And by the way, off the air, I'll pull back up here to Spring Hill. That storm right there, and this is going back in time. So let me pull back here a little bit. That was right at 3 o'clock. That heavy rainfall, Spring Hill to Lee's Corner, Pottsville, Carter's Creek area, Neapolis, that actually spawned the need for the Spring Hill Fire Department Swiftwater Rescue Team to deploy. And then here over the past few minutes, that completely dissipated. So these storms, be it Tennessee or Alabama this afternoon, are raining themselves out quickly, but they are leaving behind flash flooding. And if you see a low water area, turn around, don't drown. That's the smart, wise thing to do. If you don't, then may God have mercy on your soul for trying to drive through that, because I have been witness to it when I was on the fire service, and not a good thing. Not a good thing. Turn around, don't drown, and find another way or wait it out. And that's the recommendation that I'm giving to folks in the Huntsville metro area. It is Sunday afternoon. A lot of people like to be out and about doing things, even if it is hotter than, well, you can take a guess. But nevertheless, these storms will cool things off briefly. We did have indication on one of our sensors a little bit ago that the temp dropped from the 90s to the 70s with one of the longer duration showers. If it's a quick shower, it's only going to make it a sauna outside, but a longer duration shower will actually help cool off a given area a little bit, not dramatic, but at least a little, and then it'll warm things up pretty much right after that, because these are very not widespread showers that really can do that for a large given area. Lightning really intensifying now just north of Athens, so folks between Athens and Elkmont, take note of that and the cloud-to-ground strikes that are likely there. The other storm that has started to ramp up is to the west of Decatur, and notice the movement of these storms as well. They're drifting And when I say drift, they're just going very, very slow. That's a new professional way of saying slow, I guess. To the northwest. These are west-northwest bound storms. And it is really strange even for me to draw storm tracks like that. Completely natural. Can happen. Just I always wind up getting to cover the severe weather that is odd. One of the first storms that I did severe weather when we had launched Tennessee Valley Weather back in 2020 was a tornado warning that reissued over and over and over in Coleman County. And I had never in my career seen anything like that. The thing was almost stationary. It was crazy. And these storms are almost the same. They are very slow moving and almost stationary to a degree. Let me check our chat real quick, see if anybody has said anything. Not seeing anything there at this time. Any questions, comments, or concerns? I mean, there's not just a whole lot you can say about these storms. They're lightning producers. They've got heavy rain in them. They could have some small hail. These are not major hailing storms, but some small hail is possible. And the wind gust up to 65 or 65 miles an hour is a possibility. That's what breaks severe criteria and makes them go severe, if you will. And then you do have the uptick in lightning. You have the quite a bit of lightning within these storms, and that is concerning. Don't get me wrong. I know I'm approaching this with a little bit of cynicism and lightheartedness this afternoon because I want to keep people calm. I get a lot of messages, a lot of concern from people. You know, anytime it virtually thunders, oh, is this going to be a tornado? And this is a very weather anxiety driven area that we live in. A lot of people have weather anxiety that they don't really know about or have come to grips with. And so that's why I try to take a little bit of that when I can. If it was obviously a more serious event, I would tone down and be more serious about it. But even with a little bit of that in the air today in what I'm offering to you, I don't want you to completely not respect these storms. They are major lightning producing cells. They are dangerous. You don't want to cross a flooded area, and most certainly you don't want to walk outside and hold a lightning rod up or, you know, say, hey, I'm going to go out and watch me do this or anything. So let's take a look and see how one actually looks in real life, shall we? This is our Ardmore camera, part of the Arctic Air Skycam network, looking straight into that guy. And what an impressive storm that is. Beautiful storm structure this afternoon as that continues to float just to the south of downtown Ardmore. Again, let me log into that camera. We'll kind of shift it around and see if anything is looking even a bit ominous there. Still have a real good rain core. We've lost visibility of Capshaw Mountain, which is expected with this. Then we'll look back toward the southeast, east-southeast. That's toward downtown Ardmore. In the distance, that's part of the mountains that lead into Montesano, actually. In fact, on a clear day, we can kind of see Montesano from this side. I love the Ardmore camera. It's a fantastic tool that we've got. But still just kind of looking around here. Nothing obviously is tornadic, but definitely the structure does allow for there to be some decent wind gusts as well. So please just be mindful of that. Stay inside, respect these storms, and just wait them out. They'll be in and out before you know it. So that's really all you can say with weather like this on days like this. And could we see more of these pop up around the area before the end of today? Absolutely. That's a complete possibility. Could they go severe? Absolutely. The next one that I think has the potential of doing that is going to be that guy over Lawrence and Morgan County. These storms will rain themselves out eventually. Ardmore, you're up for seeing quite a bit of rain here in a little bit. Again, these are just gradually floating your way. Folks out toward Madison, Harvest, get your tomato plants ready because you're about to get a good dose of rainfall. And again, this is enough rain because these are slow moving that could lead to flash flooding. We've seen that. I just posted pictures from northern Murray County of what happened there in, you know, a split second of there being the storm that rolled through there. And that was impressive enough within just a short amount of time. So we're watching these things. If anything looks suspicious or worse, or we get more warnings, I'll be right back here and hop on and let you know what we're talking about, what we're seeing. But really, they're all uniform in the fact they're going to produce hail. They're not really tornadic producing storms. They're just good old summertime storms on a Sunday summertime afternoon at 4:51. That is the very latest from the Home Weather Center. As always, thank you so much for stopping by Tennessee Valley Weather. Let me check our comment section one more time. And just to make sure that we don't have anybody waiting or worrying about anything, we want to make sure you are calm and cool with a few little storms out there. And I don't see anything else, so we'll leave it at that. At 4:52, thank you for stopping by the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel. As always, stay with Tennessee Valley Weather. We will keep you advised.
You're watching the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel.